thanks to Dallon, one of our interns here. I have Ken Altshuler. He's a co-host of WGAN Morning News with Ken and Mike in Portland, Maine. He's appeared on CNN, Headline News, Glenn Beck, Dr. Drew, and Nancy Grace. He also practiced family law. Ken, good morning. Thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me. Good morning to you.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year to you and your family.
Same to you.
So, my first time meeting you, and I'm glad to meet you. Are you a liberal or conservative?
I'm a liberal. I am a proud liberal. I'm not a Democrat. I don't belong to any party, but I am a proud liberal.
Amazing. Being a male, how did you become a liberal? Normally, liberals are beta males and women. How did you become a liberal?
Well, I view liberalism as being sensitive and being empathetic. And of course, being in touch with my feminine side, as we all should be, I think the well-rounded person empathizes and believes in society as a whole. Now, I'm not a socialist. I'm not a I believe in capitalism. I believe in the economy. I believe in competition. I believe in free trade. And I don't put myself in a box. There's many conservative views I agree with. So in many ways, I am conservative economically, but socially, I believe in taking care of each other. I believe in the best government is the government that takes care of its citizens.
And so you say that you have a feminine side and that you are emotional, right? An emotional person.
Correct.
So you're a woman.
No, I think
that's how women feel. Men are not supposed to feel that way. Only if they're a woman.
Why should a man not have feelings?
Because if a man feel emotional and has a feminine side, he is a woman. So if he should get involved with a woman, he's not going to be able to help her to overcome the hell that's in her because he feels just like a woman. And a man is supposed to be logical so that he can help the woman overcome that emotional hell that's inside of her.
That sounds a little stereotypical to me, Jesse. I would suggest to you that every man and woman has estrogen and testosterone, maybe not in the same balance, but human beings have all sorts of components to them. I am a heterosexual, proud of it, happily married for 35 years, but I'm a partner with my wife. She's a psychologist. She's a very powerful woman. I'm very proud of her.
Amazing.
But we're partners.
And so you're married to a man or a woman?
A woman.
And why do you call her partner if she's your wife?
Because she's my partner. I don't believe in husband and wife.
You don't believe in husband and wife?
I believe in husband and wife, not man and wife.
Amazing. That's what the radical homosexual brought into our society, partner, because they want us to accept their abnormal lifestyle. So they brought in a new word, partner. And men and women are not partners. They're husband and wife or man and wife.
Explain to me, Jesse, why it's an abnormal relationship. What's abnormal? In every animal species throughout hundreds and thousands of years, there's been homosexuality. So what is abnormal about it?
I agree with you that they act like animals, but that's because they're in a fallen state. And any human being that's in a fallen state act like an animal. But when you rise above or overcome that fallen state, you act like a human instead of an animal. So the homosexual lifestyle is like an animal or animal lifestyle. I agree with you on that.
I would suggest to you that human beings have not shown what I would call superiority in morals or ethics.
You said you would suggest to me, your mic went out a little bit, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You would suggest what? It's breaking up.
Animal species. For example, whales, great example. Whales mate for life. They have families. They're empathetic. They don't kill each other. So I would say that there are animal species which are superior to the human species. I would not consider all animals fallen.
If you and your wife should break up, divorce, would you sleep with another woman, have sex with another woman?
Sure, why not?
If you and your wife should divorce, would you have sex with a man?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not in my wiring. I'm a heterosexual.
Thank you. But I rest my case.
But if I was wired to be gay, then I would have, and I have no, if my child was gay or my brother was gay, I have no problem with their lifestyle.
Amazing.
If they're wired to be, I don't believe gay is a choice. I believe it's a wiring.
No, it's a trauma. Most of the time brought on from the mother to the children. And kids hate their mother, become angry. Kids become angry at their mother for being so willful, controlling, or too weak. So they resent. And the moment you resent, you become like what you resent. That's why they can overcome it. But I want to move on and talk about the Great White Hope. You know who the Great White Hope is?
Joe Biden.
No, I didn't say the weak White Hope.
Oh, Joe Biden is the man. He's the man.
No, he's a beta male. But I'm talking about the President Trump. Did you vote for President Trump?
Oh, no, I don't believe in voting for mentally ill individuals. So I would not vote for Donald Trump.
Did you vote for Hillary Clinton?
I did, proudly.
So I thought you didn't believe in voting for mentally ill people.
I don't think Hillary's mentally ill. She's many things.
She's a crook. She's a liar. She's about herself and no one else. She's evil.
Donald Trump's a crook and a liar too, but you don't seem to have a problem with that.
What does he lie about?
Okay, so for example, when he said we're going to pull out of Syria immediately, and that was last week, and this week he says, well, I didn't say that. I mean, Donald Trump does nothing but lie.
I don't remember him saying immediately, but he did say we will pull out, and we will. It will happen. What did he lie about?
He makes up facts as he goes. For example, I'm going to build a wall. It's going to be a cement wall. Now he says, well, I don't care what it is. I never said that. And then they have video clips of him saying exactly that. Donald Trump is incapable of not lying.
If he has to build a fence wall, is that still a wall?
If he said, look, we're going to build a barrier. It could be a wall, it could be a fence, it could be cement, it could be steel. I don't agree with that, but at least he's being honest about what he's doing.
So then if he decide, or if it ends up being a fence, wall, whatever type, what type of wall is it?
A barrier.
A steel wall, how is that a lie? It's still a steel wall.
Because that's not what he said he was going to do. And I don't have any problem with him changing his mind, but be honest about it.
But so what? He said he's going to build a wall, big, beautiful wall. If it ends up being a big, beautiful steel wall, how is that a lie?
It's a lie when he says the wall's going to be cement. And then he says, I didn't say that. And then he says, it won't be cement because Democrats don't like cement.
Why are you nitpicking him like that? Oh, you're a feminist.
He never says anything honest. He's a liar.
Are you a feminist?
Absolutely.
Oh, no wonder then.
But I'm also, I believe in masculinity too. I believe in power, individual power.
Are you the head of your wife?
Am I that? No, I'm partners. I'm equal.
Well, no wonder. When illegal aliens come into this country,
yes,
they affect black people first and foremost in the area of healthcare, education, jobs. They run them out of their neighborhoods. I live near Compton, California, and at one time it was predominantly black. Now it's predominantly Mexicans. They bring in gangs and violence and attack black people. Do you care about that?
Well, yes, but let me correct you. Most of our illegal aliens, and I'd say 90 to 95%, do not come over the border illegally.
That's not true.
Most illegal aliens are in the country legally and don't leave. Their green card.
No, that's not true. Illegal aliens don't have a green card. They break the law and come across the border. I want to go back to black folks. Do you care that these illegal aliens are affecting black people first and foremost in a negative way?
I care about anybody who gets hurt by anyone.
How about black people?
Of course. Black people have every right to be protected just like every other.
So should we put the wall up to protect black people from violence and drugs and taking away of jobs and education by illegal aliens? Should we protect black people from that by putting up a wall?
The wall won't do that.
Why not?
Because the wall is not going to stop people from tunneling under the fence.
No, we're going to fix underneath as well. Any other excuse? Hold on a minute, Ken. Let me take a break. Back in a
Okay.
moment. Ken, thank you so much for coming on. How can people hear your show?
They can tune in to FM 1055, AM 560, but you can stream live by going to WGAN.com, one from 5:25 to 9 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday through Friday.
Are you a Christian?
I am not. I'm not actually any religion. I'm a secular humanist. I do not believe in God. I'm not an agnostic. I'm not an atheist. I believe in people. Secular humanist.
So, have you ever been a Christian at one point?
No. No, I was born and raised Jewish. But after I was left my home, I was born and raised in Oklahoma City. And when I left Oklahoma, I have no religious affiliation whatsoever.
Do you have children?
I do. I have a 31-year-old and a 34-year-old, two daughters.
How do they feel about their father being so weak?
They love their father being so strong. They believe I have great inner strength and great conviction in my principles.
When they see your wife and assume their mother controlling you, how do they feel about that?
Well, they don't see that because my wife doesn't control me. We're partners.
Amazing. And will you be voted for the Great White Hope in 2020?
Joe Biden, yes. If Joe Biden runs, I will support Joe Biden.
But not President Trump.
Donald Trump is mentally ill. He's not fit to lead our country. He's dangerous. He needs to be. I don't believe in impeaching him because I think that would help Mike Pence get elected. So I'm hoping he stays in office and runs against Joe Biden. I'd like Joe Biden to select a young female vice presidential candidate like Kamala Harris or Kirsten Gillibrand. I'm not a fan of Elizabeth Warren. I'm not a fan of Bernie Sanders. But I think Kamala Harris or Kirsten Gillibrand would be a great vice presidential candidate. I'd like Joe Biden to run for one term and let his successor take over and be the first woman president of the United States.
Amazing. But all those women you just named are evil women who hate men. They hate the unborn child. They hate the family. And then Joe Biden is a beta male, very weak. Why would you want them running such a great country?
Well, first of all, I don't think they're weak. I think that women are more collaborative than men. Men are more aggressive. Men are more antagonistic. Men start wars. They rape and pillage villages. Women are more collaborative. Women are more conciliatory. And I think that if you have women in power, like Margaret Thatcher in the 1980s, tremendous leader of Great Britain. Angela Merkel is a wonderful leader of Germany. Golda Meir, who brought Israel into prominence. So many strong leaders.
If women are all those wonderful things you just named, why are men, adult men and women who have been raised by women, so screwed up?
Well, because I don't think you can overcome your testosterone. I mean, I think testosterone is by nature an aggressive chemical. We're hunters, where women are gatherers.
But it's the women who have screwed up the kids, generation after generation. And it's women who control men because men act like little boys with them, like they're the mother and the adult men are the boys. If women are so wonderful, why do they have men? Why do they have men in fear like that?
I think women can only control men to a certain extent, because I think when the testosterone takes over, the women can't influence them anymore. Men have a lower view of women. Men view women as inferior.
It's not about the testosterone. It's about the spirit. And most, not all, but most women's spirits are evil.
I don't find that. I find women very spiritual, very positive, very collaborative.
If that was true, why the church is falling apart as women take over the churches? Men stop going, churches fall apart, nothing but destruction with businesses and everything.
You want to talk about the Catholic Church and talk about the priests?
Well, those are homosexuals the same as women.
Well, but they also impregnated nuns. There's centuries of dead babies behind convent walls. Men are aggressive. Men are rapists.
Well, what's wrong with women that they rape those men that they will have sex with them and hide the babies?
Jesse, I lost your connection.
Let me ask, this is a Periscope question for you.
Yep.
Do you hate the USA?
I love it. America is the greatest country ever in existence, ever. It is the best place to live. I would not want to live anywhere else but the United States of America.
Well, why would you want these godless, liberal, man-hating, family-hating, God-hating, unborn child-hating women to run it and destroy it?
Because I don't view them that way. I don't view them as God-hating, baby-hating. I find women love people, take
So
care
if
of
they
them.
love people, why are they so in support of abortion?
Well, because I think that they have the right to control what grows in their body. Just
They
like
don't have a right to do that. They don't have a right. God did not give them that right.
Well, I don't believe in God, so you're posing the
Well,
wrong.
Satan, you're right. Satan gave them that wrong to do and call it right.
I don't believe in Satan. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. I believe in human beings.
And so you're not for the wall, right? You don't want the wall up at all.
No, well, no, not necessarily true. I believe the wall is a symbol, and I think it's an expensive symbol, and I don't think I'm for border security. I think a wall in certain places could be part of that. However, I believe more in technology and human patrols.
But wall works. Wall works. Do
No, it
you
doesn't.
disagree with the wall in Israel?
Well, no, but if you notice, the wall in Israel is shorter, smaller, and also, do you know how many Palestinians are digging under the wall?
But no,
Israel
that's
has
not true. But the people on one side of the wall where the Africans are trying to get in, they cannot get in at all.
Sure,
Do
they
you
did tell-
think that it's immoral or wrong for Israel to have a wall up?
I think Israel can do whatever it wants, but
Well,
that's
why can't
not.
America do what it wants?
We can't. It's just a waste of our money. You need to invest the money.
Was it a waste of Israel money to build a wall?
Right. Well, no, they don't think so.
What do you think? Do you think it was a waste of Israel money to build a wall?
I think that they had a shorter border and it was less expensive for them. You're talking about thousands of miles versus hundreds of miles in Israel.
Was it wrong? Was it a waste of money for Israel to build a wall?
No, it was not.
So why wasn't it a waste of money for Israel, but it's a waste of money for Americans?
Because our wall is longer, more expensive, and it won't do what the wall in Israel did.
That's amazing.
I mean, if you build the wall in Israel, it's the only access to Israel.
That's amazing. I love Israel, by the way. I've gone there. I've always loved it. But they have a right to build a wall, and we have a right to build a wall.
They absolutely have the right to build a wall. I disagree with doing it.
I got to ask my final question.
Sure.
What is a man?
What is a man?
What is a man?
A man is somebody who has an X chromosome and a Y chromosome.
Amazing. And what is love?
Love is compassion and empathy for human beings.
And do you love black people?
I do.
And would you rather see the wall to go up if it will protect black people for the good?
I will do anything to protect.
How about the wall? Would you love to see the wall go up if it will protect black Americans for the good?
Sure. If you believe in fantasy and believe that it will protect black people, sure, but it won't.
So if the wall will protect black Americans, you are for the wall?
If that was true, I would, but it's not true, so I don't.
Amazing. Ken, thank you so much for coming on.
A pleasure.
I enjoy talking to you, and I appreciate having you with me. We will.
Okay, you take care.
God bless you, man. I wish you well this year. And I thank Dallon, my intern, for making this possible.